Hello everybody, PsY Shirtless Craft here with a Heart of the Swarm non-live commentary. Excuse me. This is a Zerg versus Terran on... Fuck, I don't know the fucking map. Anyway, my opponent is FLC Jank. In the top right, red Terran. I am in the bottom left as the blue Zerg. And the map, shit. Do I know that this isn't the space station map? No, I don't think this is the map. Fuck you, Nidalig. Zerg is awesome. But anywhoozle, this was played earlier today, and I am shirtless right now, and I am getting my right side burnt through the window from the sun, and I think I'm gonna close these actually. Yeah, I don't really want my right arm / side to be burnt and not anything else. That feels kind of weird. It's like I'm driving in Europe in the sun all day and only my right side gets burnt. I say Europe because they drive on the right side, or I know England does. I'm not sure about other countries. I'm sure you guys will let me know. I actually have a lot of European fans, which is pretty cool. And a long time ago, one of my Euro fans actually sent me like a giant ass box of tons of different types of European treats. I don't know specifically where he was from, but there was all kinds of good stuff. And one thing I noticed about them is they really like chocolate. They like chocolate stuff. But anyway, I just want to thank you. If you still watch my videos, Mr. Candy Box Sender. A lot of it was some really good stuff. Some of it was really weird or like really too sweet for me. I gotta say, like, I know people are like, oh, Americans have bad candy. It's so stupid, Snickers and Milky Way. But I liked it better than most of this other stuff that I was eating. So yeah. My opponent is a master player. I of course go for a 15 hatch, and following the 15 hatch normally I'll get like 18 out of 18, get an overlord, make an extractor, and all that nonsense. But against Terran, because Reapers can be so freaking evil, and a lot of defending Reapers, if they go kind of all in on Reapers, is your Ling speed. I like to get my Ling speed around 16 or 17. So you see I got my pull at 16, and now I'm just now hitting 17, and now we should see my gas coming any second here. There we go. Usually I'll wait about 20, 30 more seconds in game, and my speed will come much later, and that can lead to a couple more drones being killed by pesky little Reapers. And I don't really see any Terrans who don't go Reapers anymore, and as you can see here, he's getting his own Reaper. They no longer require a tech lab, so these Marines aren't alone if there's not a tech lab. I want some friends. Oh, I got a Reaper, but he's a drug addict, and he uses drugs, and he likes smoking drugs and stuff like that. I mean, look at him. That guy's such a stoner. He's looking off into... He's even got a needle right there. Combat drugs. Yeah, okay. Combat in quotation marks. Hatchery is almost done. I got the cool little special overlord sitting over the hatchery. This is to check for bunkers behind the minerals. This Reaper's going to see what he can do. This guy's checking out for an expansion, and just want to get enough vision so you can see if a command center is starting. And what do you know? Here comes Mr. Jank with the command center. I'm going to be spotting that. Here comes the Reaper up past the creep. No, Mr. Drone, turn into an extractor. No, Mr. Drone. Oh, not quite getting into that extractor gas thingamajiggy. Fuck you, Solgren. Fuck you. This drone getting a little bit close as well. I was positioning him to move into the extractor, but it looks like I didn't have to. Need to start my speed. I'm sidetracked with this Reaper. Start. There we go. There's the speed. This drone looks like he wants to get shot. I know he gets into the extractor as well. Queen popping out just in time. Oh, she's going to be able to pick out the Reaper. Fuck yeah, bitch. Oh my god, that just gave me a giant rock hard erection. Look at that nostril mount. Oh my god, I want those inside of me. Second Reaper has been on the way for a while. Looks like he's only going to stick with 2 Reapers. Now he's just going to start his reactor factory on the way as well. So he's just kind of doing a pretty standard, not super heavy macro, not super heavy tech. And actually, as I say that, here comes the third command center. So the macro is going to be a little bit heavy. While my macro is, let's see, 24 to 21. Not great yet, but Zerg really wait until that first inject to pick up. You can see I'm on top of those injects. I see those hatcheries ready to pop. If you're in the early game and you're not landing your injects, something is wrong. If there's a time you should be hitting your injects, it's definitely in the early game. So all you newbies out there, keep an eye on your hatcheries. I did get a macro queen at my expansion. She's going to be plopping that creep down. Good against Hellions. Good against pretty much anything, really. Creep is just good in general. It doesn't matter what the matchup is or what your opponents are getting. It just gives you vision. It gives you speed. It gives you that ooey gooey feeling. Like, you don't actually see this in StarCraft, but when Lings are running through the creep, or any units, really, any ground units, they actually have sex with it, periodically. Like, you can see every once in a while the Lings are jumping and floating and stuff. Well, every time they land from their little floats, they're actually penetrating the creep and having crazy orgasms. That's why you see, like, these little pockets See these little pockets of like ooey gooey moving stuff? Sorry, I guess you want to watch this on. Almost, almost able to pick off a mule, but that's because the creep allows the Zerg to fornicate with it, and the fornication is what leads to these layers, hatcheries, and hives actually creating the larva. So every single Zerg unit is capable of making the larva. The queens just do it faster because they're bitches. So now that you have that lesson in the Zerg, we do have 4 Hellions pushing up the front. They are afraid of this queen. I think he's a little bit too cautious about this queen. I am going to back it up with my second queen just because I don't feel too safe. We can see my layers on the way, as well as 2 Evos and a Roach Warren. Now, I do want to go just like heavy upgraded Roaches, just because a lot of Terran are going tech nowadays, but I don't really want to commit yet until I do get a scout in. And do we see Overlord's Speed? I think I have finished it. Yeah, I finished Overlord's Speed, so this guy needs to go in and scout. These guys just kind of defending the creep tumors. Really got to get that creep going. My headphones will not stay on my head. Holy crap. Really got to get that creep going. Now he's got 6 Hellions. This queen is getting dangerously close to dying. These Lings don't really want to go in and help yet. I'm just going to try to get him away from my queen, and actually he doesn't finish this off, which is a pretty big mistake. And I'm going to be switching queens. You're going to be my new creep queen, and you're going to be my hatchery queen. Still not sending in just 1 Hellion to finish off that queen, so kind of silly. You really got to have that kind of awareness. Just those small things help out a lot, and these creep tumors just eagerly awaiting to expand and allow the Zerg units more room to fornicate with the creep. Roach speed on the way. And it looks like I am going to go melee and armor upgrades, and the reason for that is I actually scouted him, I think. Did I scout him? No, I didn't scout him. Why am I going melee and armor instead of roach upgrades? Yeah. Oh, I remember, like halfway through these upgrades, I was like, well shit, if I'm going a roach war, why am I getting melee upgrades? And then I remembered it's because I plan on going mutas here in a second. We're going to see that. 13 roaches on the way. This is just going to be for a bit of aggression. Try to deny his third as long as I can. Here comes the Overlord. Finally going to be scouting that. His tech path is going to be bio. You can tell by the 2 engineering bays, obviously. And, of course, he's producing more barracks. So that's just kind of a dead giveaway. Even the starport is a bit representative of the mech, unless he wants to do some Hellion drops. So the Overlord did his job. These Lings doing their job, taking down this Hellion that's really just scouting for the third. And he had 3 kills, and he will successfully see that third. What are you at? 4 kills, Hellion? You're a piece of shit. Harvester count is actually pretty even, but he is very, very saturated for a Terran player. Like, he's investing a lot into SCVs when he doesn't even have a third yet. I don't know where these guys are going. Repairing the Hellions, it looks like. Widow Mines are out. Protection tab, we are seeing the Spire just now. My third was actually super late, and that's because my Roach Warren was late, and so I couldn't contain the Hellions, or I couldn't keep back the Hellions that were harassing me, so my third was forced to come a little bit late. So make sure to throw down that Roach Warren, or whatever you do to take down Hellions, whether it's Queens, Massling, or Roaches. Get that out early when you see Hellions, and so you can actually do something to them and expand and take your third much sooner. So, lesson of the day from PsY StarCraft. So he's got 4 Widow Mines on the way. I do have an Overseer, but those Widow Mines are just too scary. Like, they're always going to get a shot off against Roaches, even though I have an Overseer, and it's just not worth it to try to push up. So for now, I'm just content with containing him a little bit with these roaches and denying his third. So that's going to allow my harvester count to get up much higher. Now, he does only have 4 less than me, but you have to remember, he's way oversaturated on his main and naturals. 25, 25. And if we check out the income, even with his mules, I think we'll be fairly even. Yeah, you can see we're about even, despite him having mules. Looks like he has a little bit ahead. Mules are really damn good. Oh, we just dropped 3 of them, that's why. But that just tells you that oversaturation does matter. If you're oversaturated, then it's not great. So it looks like he does want to do some kind of push, maybe just trying to get his third ready. I do consider going in, but then I'm like, nah, that's a lot of Widow Mines. I don't think I want to do that. Roaches can easily run away from these Marines. I mean, Marines could stim to keep up with them, but he only has 1 medevac, so he doesn't want to waste a lot of energy. And pleasantly denying that third with that Overlord. So the meters are on the way, Banelings are on the way. The reason I'm getting Baneling Nest is because I did see these engineering bays, and of course he's getting reactors on those because Marines are a good unit. And these Banelings are going to be really good. They're actually not too bad against Widow Mines as long as you split them somewhat well. And of course they're good against Bio. They do damage the Hellions if they're able to get close. And here comes the medevac for the patented Terran medevac drop. God damn, that Ignite Afterburner is so good. 20-second cooldown, and it works for 8 seconds, so it's got a 40% uptime. Massive speed. And learning from my mistakes as well, getting a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler. going to deny a lot of drop play just with those two simple buildings. And Zerg are always mineral heavy as it is, so really good that I have that. Look at that production tab, man. I don't think I've ever seen a production tab that big. That's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 inches long. Oh my gosh, I have seen something that big. So he has finally landed his third. The harvester is still about even. I am actually dropping a bit low. Could use a couple more at my third. Definitely need to get a fourth. So if there's something I'm not doing well this game, it's expanding in a timely fashion. Here comes a drop into my main. The Spine Crawler and Spore Crawler are doing work. Meanwhile, there is more stuff going down here. I'm sending all my units to my main, and this, the medevac's actually going to go down. This is why Spores are so great and Spines are so great. He only killed a couple workers. Uh-oh, he's going for my third, though. He only killed a couple workers because his Marines were busy attacking the Spine, and because my Spore killed his medevac. Am I going to be going in? That's a lot of freaking Banelings. Where is Medowines? They're so far back right now. Oh, and they're blasting all the Widow Mines in the front. I do have Lings in the front, and I do have an Overseer in this army, so that's good. Not the greatest positioning on the Widow Mines. He had them all... Oh, one of them actually got away. He had all of his Widow Mines clumped up and not towards the front, and so... obviously he's going to be... Oh my goodness, he's going to be blasting the Lings. 13 workers killed with that little Muta run around. I wonder if you guys saw that on the minimap. I mean, obviously I know that I did that, but I didn't see it on the minimap. Oh boy, he's sending in... Oh, lots of SCVs going down. 24 workers lost by Mr. Jank here. These mutas still going to town. Now finally running away, so some multitasking going on from PsY. That's myself. I talk to myself in the third person, which is not always the most common feat in the world. Trying to send in some infantry, really wants to hold that third, especially because there's so many workers at that base. Is he going to be able to? I don't have an overstay. These mutas need to help out. Are these Widow Mines going to get burrowed? Oh my gosh, Jake, burrow your Widow Mines! He's not burrowing either of them. So much franticness going on here, and I am able to deny the third, but oh wow, that was an overstim and a half. I think he did kill those mutas in the top right, though. So at least that was good from him. If I had these units positioned well, all these roaches and mutas, I would be able to kill these forces, but no, my roaches are getting stuck behind the workers, and my mutas just run in first, not allowing the roaches to tank. And it looks like I actually got away with some of them. So if we check out the economy now, it's 72 to 48, but my fourth base is only just now coming up, so again, not the greatest expanding and not the greatest drone production. I think I produced units a little bit too early. When I didn't need to. I should have seen that, okay, he has 3 command centers. I don't need a ton of units because he's going heavy macro. Let me just try to expand, or let me try to attack, and obviously I didn't try to attack, so I suck balls. Anyhoozle. That's the second time I've used that. He's at 2-2. Looks like he hasn't started his third upgrades. His economy is a bit lacking. I think he wants to produce units to prevent me from going in on his third again. But he definitely needs to start that 3-3. Meanwhile, my hive is complete. Ultradent on the way. My 3-3 should start any minute, but I'm low on gas, heavy on minerals. Got a macro hatch too. Usually you don't see a lot of excess minerals when you get the macro hatch that early, and he's just kind of positioning his units, you know, in a forward position, ready to protect his fourth, ready to move down and protect his third if he needs to. And I have a lot of mutas. Holy cow, that's a lot of mutas. What's he at right now? 31 workers lost. Let's see what he goes to after this. He is getting +3 weapons now. Oh man, so many SCVs dying. And this is just like the more chaos you cause to your opponent, the more likely they are to forget these little additions. Like, okay, he had turrets there before, but then I killed them all, and then I went into his main, and a bunch of stuff happened there. Then he forgot to rebuild them. And as a result, what was he at before? 31 or so? I don't know. Now he's at 50, though. He's lost 50 workers. It's now 83 to 43. Oh my gosh, put some nice positioning of his... Oh, Jesus Christ. Nice positioning of the Marines. I should have just kept my mutas here, kept him safe, but honestly, I didn't think he would split his Marines that well, so that was a great play by him. Actually, pincering my Mutilisks and doing lots and lots of damage to them. Ultralisk on the way, +3 melee and armor, as well as chitinous plating. Chitinous plating, not chitinous plating. It bugs the shit out of me when people say chitinous plating. Like, obviously, it's a difficult word to pronounce, as I say difficult like a douchebag. So look the fucking word up, you queef conundrums. Jesus Christ. Man, anyway, denying the third for so long didn't really seal the game for me, though. As you can see here, I mean, I'm in a good position. I've got 4 base 2 is just now operating fourth, but it's Terran, and it feels like when you kill Terran armies, it doesn't really matter. My Overlord spread isn't great. This guy can't quite see him. Oh, I don't think I saw that on the minimap. Need to position your Overlords a little bit better than that. He's going to be busting through the rocks to see my fourth, And this is, oh, and he's got a drop on my third. My Spore and Spine are a little bit out of position. Where are my Lings? Here are the Lings, and he's just going to be lifting off and fighting another day. Medevac's pretty good unit. 4 Widow Mines, are they going to be burrowed in a better spot this time? A little better. I'm not sure why he needs to burrow them right there. He should be burrowing them up here where he thinks my army's going to come. And here comes the army. Oh, that one Torask Ultralisk, poor guy, just goes down so fast, even with the chitinous plating. So many Lings and Banelings and Ultras, though. The Widow Mines looked like they actually moved out of position, and this drop is just kind of hanging out here, so we didn't do a ton of damage. Again, multitasking, not always the easiest thing in this game. And immediately, I want to go for a counterattack. I just got my Surge of Ultras. My 3-3 is almost done. My Adrenal Glands is almost done. And I just want to go in, not leading with the Lings. You want to lead with the Ultras. They're the ones that can tank. Looks like I'm at least waiting a little bit for the Ultras. Oh, and the Widow Mine's blasting a couple of the same Lings in one last shot. Looks like it took down a lot of Banelings. But he's got absolutely nothing in these Medevacs. These SCVs are almost sure they're going to go down. But he did finish off that base, the third base, with that drop of 2 Marauders. They're so damn strong. And I just needed to split my units. Look at these drones distance mining from this base and my third base. Holy cow. And my 5th base getting dropped now. On the way back, he just spotted that motherfucker. Holy shit, am I throwing this game away. 3-3 almost done, though. That's going to be huge. Ultras 6 armor against Marines 9 attack, so that's pretty damn awesome. These Lings trying to take down the Planetary Fortress, but they don't realize that that's a Planetary Fortress. So my income now, not high at all. I've got potential for a lot of income because of all my Harvesters, but it's just not quite there. This Ultra, just such high aspirations out of all my Ultras, but it just isn't working. Oh, actually, it looks like it is going to work. He ran out of minerals. He actually ran out of minerals. These Ultras still going to town. 17 kills, 7 kills, 6 kills. But it's not great to like just go and kill buildings and throw these Ultras away. These supply depots don't really matter at this point. Actually, it looks like they do, but usually supply depots don't matter after you kill someone's army because they're going to be so far under supply anyway. But the harvester count is now 69 to 1. And it's really only a matter of time until I starve him out. I got to make sure to get my economy up and running once again. I've got 8 Ultras, 35 Lings, and my only concern now is really his drop play. Like, he's just able to move in and out so fast with his Medevacs. If I'm not positioned well, if he can slowly chip away and try to make his way back into the game. So, we are seeing some Infestors on the way, and that's for that exact reason. I do want to try to stop the drop play somehow. Unfortunately, there are no Pathogen Glands, and this was a very deliberate decision by me. I had so much gas saved up just because he kept killing my bases, so I couldn't get my, usual surplus of minerals that Zerg tend to have. And so I'm just like, well, fuck it, I'm going to get a bunch of Infestors right away to spend all my money. And then they just die like that, so I'm not very good at this game apparently. But, once the Infestors come out, they only have to wait 25 energy to get those fungals, so it's not going to be too bad. These Ultras, oh my god, there's so many Ultras. Is he going to have the micro to deal with this? I don't know. He's not even noticing it. He's just trying to A-move into me. He's trying to micro, but on creep, it's just so difficult. And Marines don't do a lot of damage as it is. He's only got, what, like 5 Marauders? All loading up into the Medevacs and running away. Just need to deny the bases at this point, and it doesn't matter what kind of damage he does. Even counterattacking with a few Lings into his natural. Not that I really need to. There's hardly any minerals left. But I'm just kind of suffocating him right now. This Overlord's still pooping creep. Look how effective this is, man. He can't do anything out of this because of that Overlord. It's just so awesome. He's even got some Widow Mines. Oh, no. No! Infestor! You poor Lings! You poor bastards! Oh, there's a fungal. Yeah! Take that. Where's an Overseer? I need to find the nearest Overlord and make an Overseer out of it. Finally researching the Pathogen Glands. 2 more Ultras on the way. Just trying to pinch out a loaf of units whenever I can. Could have done better with that one, but, this Widow Mine has 17 kills. I wonder how long he's been there. And Jank moving out once more, possibly a desperation attack. These Marines are going to clear out the Overlord, but you got to clear out this Overlord too. This guy's actually blocking my base. And here he comes, the unit count. We have 4 Ultras, 4 Infestors, and 14 Lings. That's not a lot of Lings, and that's not a lot of Ultras. I need some Fungals here. Oh, I got 2 more Ultras on the way though, so that's going to be extremely helpful. His economy is actually almost at 0. These Overlords. Run, Overlords, you fat bastards. Oh, he's going to take him down and drop my supply to 184. Doesn't even want to waste the time with him. He realizes he doesn't need to kill him. And here we go. Will this be the final battle? Oh, 2 Fungals going down. Great Fungal on the Marauders. And they're in the Fungal on the Medevacs. Oh my god, they just get torn apart. Ultra's pretty good unit, man. Holy shit, 44 damage to all units, just pure damage. He's forced to lift up and run away, finally killing off the Overlord, landing that orbital command, and there's the GG. So finally able to starve him out, but man, I responded very well to all of his plays that game. I even want to like go in and kill him apparently. I responded pretty well to his plays that game, but my expanding and my protection of my expansions was just so bad that I could never get the minerals to just overrun him, despite, you know, playing fairly well as far as unit control goes, as far as scouting goes and stuff like that. So pretty fun ZvT game. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You got to see some T3, and it was longer than 7 minutes. Yay! Fuck you guys. No, I actually love y'all. That's gonna be it. Thanks for watching.